we're doing what if Deku had hits abilities today. So, these are the three videos I'm going to be doing tomorrow, which what if Deku was Escanor, and yes, I'm gender bending Deku in that one, because I need practices on my female what ifs, and I'm going to have to turn the most manliest man in the entire existence into a female just to practice. Then I'll be doing Deku the Hacks God, which is my April Fool's Day, because in this one, Deku's going to have the ability of Sunshine, Kaioken, 8 Inner Gates, the boosted gear, and a whole lot of other broken ass shit. So yeah, this is my broken what if. This is probably the most powerful Deku I've done on my channel. I'm also going to be doing what if Deku had Zeref's abilities, because that one didn't win, but still. I am also doing what if Deku stayed quirkless, so you could expect 4 videos tomorrow, so yeah. I don't know, I just disappeared for a day because I was like, I don't feel like it. But anywho, we're gonna get into the real reason you guys came here, and that is to see Deku kill people. Now, we're just gonna hop straight into Deku's life. Now, Deku comes from a not so good group of people. Basically, he comes from a family of assassins, sort of like Killua. Now, his family has to do with basically quirks that revolve around time. So, yeah. Now, Deku, he's grown up basically just to kill people, so, yeah. Deku, he doesn't have that many kill count. He doesn't have that big of a body count. He's probably only killed about, 10 to 9 people. But, yeah, because he mostly refuses to do anything for his family. But out on his mission, he got a call from his mom, who doesn't exactly like the family, but she can't leave the family, because if she did, then the family would kill her, because she does not belong to that family, because, Hasashi, who is a part of the family, had to leave the family to find a woman who has a quirk that revolves around time, and, procreate, Deku, so, yeah. Now, she tells him that they sold his little sister. Deku doesn't have a big of a relationship with this little girl, but he has bumped into her from time to time. And he's always seen how sad she looked. And it reminded him of himself. He doesn't really remember this girl's name, but he still knows that she exists. And Inko basically begs him to go look for her. And Deku's like, I need some time away from the family anyway. Oh yeah, Mom, tell Grandpa I'm not coming back. As he hangs up the phone and throws it off a building. Now, I'm not going to basically reveal this girl's name until Deku finally meets her. So if you're one of the smarter people, you will probably figure out who this person is. Now, Deku, he has whitish hair with red eyes, and a lighter, I wouldn't say lighter, but yeah, he has whitish hair with red eyes. Oh yeah, guys, I'm also going to start basically drawing my thumbnails. I won't use screenshots. I'm going to actually draw my own pictures to represent what a character would look like Deku. Although I do have pretty decent art skills. Hold on. So, if you're an artist, you guys can just put some type of link down in my description to a type of, basically, for my computer. I have a computer. I'm going to be drawing on my computer, which it might be harder, but it seems easy to other people. So I needed an artist app for my computer, and if you know a good one, you guys can tell me. Or if you're good at drawing yourselves, I guess I could pay you, because I do get money. But yeah. So Deku, he was 11 to 10 when this happened. Actually, no. He was 15 when this happened, so he's basically around UA entrance exam now. So, Deku was 15 when his sister was sold. So, yeah. Now, yeah, a few years went by, Deku's 15 now, and he just got the call his sister was sold, so he has to go look for her. Also, he wants to piss off his family by becoming a hero, so yeah, sort of like Killua, who said, you guys, I'm going to be doing what I do, you guys do what you do, and just hope I don't come back and kill all of you. So, yeah. Now, Deku, he's basically walking down the street, and he's like, I don't know much about this girl, but as he's still walking, and he bumps into Bakugo. So Deku looks down at him. He's like, yeah. As Bakugo's like, hey, you gotta say sorry? And Deku's like, oh, I didn't think I needed to, twerp. As Bakugo's like, what did you say to me? And he rushes at Deku. And before, Deku just turned around and Bakugo, he didn't even know what happened. He was just sitting on the floor the next second. He's like, what? And Deku's like, that was me holding back, kid. As he walks away. Deku's personality is sort of like a battle-hardened warrior, but, I mean, he has the seriousness, and basically, he has a calm and collective plus serious, so, yeah, his personality, I don't really see him shipping with anyone in this What If, but, yeah. It's not like I actually focus on ships in my What If, but anyway. Now, Deku, he goes to basically the first spot his mom mentioned, which is a place that he sold, where she was sold. Well, Deku's looking around, he's like, alright, as he picks up a strand of a piece of fabric that basically reminds him of one of the crests that his family wears. So he's like, okay. So, 10 months go by, and Deku has been doing some digging. So, did I tell you? Yeah, but anyway, he has done some digging, and he now knows who basically bought his sister. And this man is named Overhaul. And there are lots of facilities all over Japan that the Yakuza own, so yeah. So Deku's like, any one of them can do this, but I'll focus on becoming a hero now. So, Deku, he is now basically, on his way to UA entrance exam. He walks in and he bumps into Bakugo again. So Bakugo's like, you. As he's like, I'll be talking to you after this. Deku's like, because Deku can instantly kill Bakugo. He can instantly kill anybody. I'm pretty sure he can kill All Might instantly. But, yeah. I would actually know, because Deku only has hits time skip. He doesn't have any type of key at all. So he could basically just skip into time. He doesn't have ki. He doesn't have super strength. Yeah. I mean, Deku has a form of superhuman levels, but not super strength. He doesn't have an enhancement. He has I'm pretty sure a time skip quirk would probably classify as an emitter, but eh. Now, Deku, he is now basically sitting in the room where the President Mike is telling them about the robots, as some kid steps up and he's like, Paul. Some random kid gets up and he asks about the zero pointer, which President Mike's like, yeah, as he explains the zero pointer. But Deku's like, alright. Hold on, guys. I am babysitting at the moment. I'm pretty sure it's like 7 now, so yeah. Now, after taking the test, Deku would get up and he would be standing basically in place, waiting for President Mike to say go, as he says, what are you doing? There is no countdown in real life. As Deku will basically just freeze time, walk past everyone, which he has to do this fast because he can only stop time for a fraction of a second because he literally never had to improve himself like ever. He doesn't expect to fight someone like All Might, so Deku, he basically rushes past everyone as time resumes and people are like, huh? What? Does this guy have some type of teleportation? As Deku starts to rush towards robots. Now, he starts to move past robots as they're starting to blow up because Deku is striking them because I'm pretty sure how time skip works is, well, I know how it works. It's just hits time skip is the fact that if anyone is stronger than him, they have the ability to move within his time skip. So, Bakugo, he has gotten an upgrade since he is the 9th user of One For All. I would say he's stronger than Deku at the moment since he can only use about 11%, because the stretch on how One For All works is One For All stockpiled so much power that Deku, who did 10 months of muscle training, could only use about 5% of its power. 80% if he was lucky. Not 80, 8% if he was lucky. And Bakugo, I'm pretty sure he's done muscle training his entire life, but that wouldn't improve much. That's why I said 11%, because One For All has stockpiled so much power that it can break anyone. Now, I don't really know how much Mirio can handle, since my dude's body, like, he's way older than Bakugo and Deku, but he'd probably be able to handle like 15%. That's how powerful All For One, well, not All For One, that's how powerful and how much energy that's stockpiled within One For All. Now, Bakugo wouldn't really be stronger than Deku unless he used 100% of his power, so that would basically be overkill, so probably around like 30% he'd be able to move within Deku's time skip. So, yeah. Deku, he's basically just finished destroying a couple robots. He's sitting at the top now. So, then a girl screams. Deku looks over to her and he's like, huh. As he turns around and starts running, well, basically walking away. Deku doesn't have the personality to where he's worried about anyone else. Hold on, guys. Sorry, guys, but now, Deku doesn't have the exact personality to where he's basically trying to save anyone. Deku has killed people before. And him becoming a hero despite his family, he wouldn't really have a reason to necessarily want to save Uraraka, so he would just continue to walk away. Now, Uraraka would eventually be saved by some hero, as this hero would look over at Deku and say that this kid was capable enough to save her, but he didn't. And he's like, now teachers do subtract some of his points because of how he acted in trying to save her, so they're like, nope. So Deku, he does not make it to the top of the class because they seen he had the ability to save her, but he chose not to. So Deku still is in class 1A, but he's probably in like 3rd to 4th place, which doesn't really bother Deku. Now Deku gets into class 1A as a few weeks go by. Deku's basically sitting in a warehouse waiting for, basically he's just sitting in a warehouse looking up, or just looking at the, he's looking at the locations of basically the Yakuza. Now, he's looking at them, he's like, there are lots of Yakuza factions. Basically, I don't even know why they still exist. Ever since Quirks came around, they basically lost all their reputation. Maybe they should just all die. He's like, no, that would be me playing into my family's, well, hands. As he's looking at them, he's like, pathetic. Hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. Now, Deku's like, so irritated, as he did promise his mommy that he would find his sister who he has no emotional attachments to. And Deku, he thinks about dropping it altogether, but still. As he gets up, and he reads his letter as he goes to UA the next day. Deku, he gets to class as he sits down. Bakugo noticing him, he's like, you got into UA? Deku looks at him and he's like, what's it to you? Bakugo's like, well, I did get number 1, but I'm not bragging or anything. So-called, nah, he doesn't really know like nothing about Deku, but Bakugo's basically just bragging to Deku. Which Deku doesn't really, hold on, now, Deku doesn't really care about the number 1 spot, so he basically just ignores Bakugo altogether. Now, Deku, we get into the quirk assessment as Uraraka doesn't really have anyone to thank for saving her, so yeah. Bakugo throws the ball first. He gets around 700, and I'm pretty sure 738. Someone corrected me because I was like 1,700. But they were like, he got 700, so yeah. Now, Deku would throw the ball, and he would basically throw it with time skip. I mean, he threw the ball in real life. And actually, how does this work? Because hits time skipping is weird in general. I'm sorry, my brother threw a pillow, which that pillow hit a bowl, which that bowl broke on the floor, which there were a lot of shards on the floor, meaning that I had to sweep it all up because I didn't want my little sister, my 1-year-old sister, who can barely say words, to pick one up, put it in her mouth, and possibly die from internal bleeding. So, yes. Now, I don't really know how time skip works, but to the point where only people that are stronger than Deku can move in it. But, yeah. So, just because, I'm gonna say that when Deku throws, basically when he uses his time skip, and he basically, I'm gonna say like his time skip enhances his physical strength by 50% if he wants it to. So, he threw the ball within his time skip, and people seem like the ball just teleported from Deku's hand, and Deku's just automatically in a throwing position. So, they're like, oh, okay, as Aizawa says, 1,320. So, just because I just didn't want Deku to lose to Bakugo. So the race would happen. Deku, he's at superhuman levels, so he would basically just completely beat Ida and Todoroki. So it's just Deku bodying everyone within the quirk exam. So of course Deku's getting first place. So yes. Now, a few days go by as they finally get their hero costumes, which are Deku's hero costume is just, it's sort of like Hits, but I would say it's like, I'll just draw it out, but it's sort of like Hits. It's like a trench coat with, just imagine Deku with Hits basically clothes on. It's just like that, but Deku has white skin, lighter skin, and white hair with red eyes. So, okay, now, I am ending it off here because I am rather irritated. So, yeah. Guys, I'm just get 50 likes on this video and I'll continue it. And the next part will possibly be like 40 to 50 minutes long. And that's if I am feeling better. So, have a nice day and ta-ta.